Joining me today is financial trader David Paul. Thanks so much for joining us. For somebody that may not have heard of you, how would you explain yourself to our viewers? How would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, well, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I am a financial trader. I started to trade markets purely by accident. In fact, I went in 1981, I went from London here to South Africa to play professional rugby, and I was billeted into an office with an old fellow who started life in Cornwall but had been in Africa for a very long time. And every day he did a very strange thing. He would walk to the corner of the office and he would pick up a drawing. I thought it was an engineering drawing at the time, but in fact he would put this onto his drawing board, and out of the paper, the Rand Daily Mail, during the course of the morning he would update 40 or 50 shares that he was following by hand. The charts were a work of art because although he was a metallurgist at that stage, he started life as a draftsman, and his charts were absolutely pristine. He would, in fact, by hand, from the newspaper, plot the high of the day, the low of the day, the closing price. At that stage, stock markets of the world didn't report the opening price, and the volume traded. And from that, he was making decisions in the stock market using a tattered old book called Technical Analysis of Stock Trends, written by two guys called Edwards and McGee in 1948. And it's still the Bible of technical analysis and old-fashioned charting. I watched him. In 1981, the only thing I was interested in was chasing a rugby ball. But I watched him, I saved up some money, and on October 1982, I put on my first trade. And they say that if your dad takes you fishing and you catch a fish the first morning, well, you fish for the rest of your days. Well, it was a winning trade. It was in a company you probably know, South African Breweries.
Yeah.
And